Alright, yo yo yo, it's your boy Yoshi Kid Neo, and we're back with more D&D action in the world of Irathil. Alright Martin, fire it up, dude.
Alright, last time on Irathil, Legend of the Eight Hedrons. We all met Pendrinum. He was pretty dope. Does things like punch undead and give life. Doesn't afraid of anything. We also went back to Holden Harbor. Did some stuff there, notably. Nature went off to the farms, did some farming, or is currently doing some farming, actually. While that was happening. Oh yeah, you guys also learned a lot of stuff about literal ancient history from Pendrinum, but that'll become important later, or if you want to make it important. But anyway, while Nature was out literally farming, Warkar went back in town, went to check in on some stuff. He found his good friend Huckleberry, and he was in the stocks. Warkar, being not so merciful, decided to just leave him there, and went off to take a nap after parting ways also with Volathor. And that is where we currently are. Warkar is literally waking up.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this.
Alright, Warkar wakes up. He's having a grand time. He took a great nap. Might feel a little bit groggy, but that's fine, whatever. You remember your good friend and partner currently. Nature is out toward the north of town farming. Or doing something with the ground anyway.
Okay. So just to recap, we are trying to. Okay, so he's farming, and after he finishes that action, we're gonna go somewhere else, right? We're trying to go to the capital, probably, to see what we can learn about stuff and things.
Yeah, stuff and things. That sounds about right, probably.
Alright. Let's see. Okay, well, since I've had my power nap, Warkar, he goes back from wherever he was sleeping to find Nature, see what's up with the family, I guess.
Alright, so you head out toward the north. You remember where approximately he was. You see Nature, and he is, if you would, Brady.
Currently, I would like to be casting Spike Growth that I learned after we leveled up on many of these seeds that we have been planting.
Oh, I should. Yeah, there we go. That's the stuff right there.
So really, I'm doing it to where nobody's in the fields, but I want to try to use it to make the seeds sprout a lot faster than just Druidcraft.
Around 20.
If you'll allow. If not, then I'll just Druidcraft all the seeds to where they sprout out.
Yeah. Okay. Becomes difficult terrain for the duration. Okay. That's a good question. Do I allow this?
If not, it's perfectly fine. We'll Druidcraft everything instead and make make everything sprout and then let them tend to the plants as natural.
Yeah, I'm not gonna allow this. This is that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I'd probably not do the same thing, but the idea's there.
Yeah, if I did allow it, I would have to. Well, there would just be a bunch of really thorny bushes and stuff. But I don't.
True, yeah. Okay, so in that case, you see nature all through the fields. I've probably done. He was gone for a while, doing his power nap and stuff, right?
Probably about 2 hours.
Yeah, so I would think that in 2 hours' time, me being, a druid, I could at least get one field completely planted, watered, and cast druidcraft to start the growth of all the seeds. So that is what I'll be doing, and I
Alright.
assume I see Warkar join the fields.
Yeah. Unless he's for some reason being sneaky, but I can't imagine being successful at that. Trying.
It is entirely too early for that. It is the crack of noon. I gotta stop making noise like.
Hello, Warkar. It's been a while. How was your nap?
It was okay. It could have been better. But thank you for asking. So you are helping with this field. I'm glad that you are helping the peasantry after we woke all of them up. But anyway, it's good. You're doing good things. Sorry, I'm literally just waking up.
Oh, you're much fine, my friend. Don't worry about it too much. But I've been trying to help these good folks out since we got here.
It is good.
So, did you find Huckleberry?
Oh yeah, that guy. He's fine. Okay, full disclosure, he might be arrested, but they are not going to kill him, so I don't care about what happens.
Interesting. Well, I think he could probably use a little bit of time in the slammer, especially away from the drink, the way he was carrying himself.
My sentiments exactly, friend. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Also, we are all things considered. I am surprised we are not in the stocks, but I guess I have you to thank for your golden tongue with the what's his face with the guard and everything. But anyway, yeah, I think it might be about time for us to after you have completed helping these people, for us to move on. I've already said my
Yes.
goodbyes to the our bronze dragonborn friend whose name massively escapes me. Because, yes, that's the one. So anyway, quite embarrassing. I apologize to him in far off. Anyway, it does not matter. Anyway, so yes, I said goodbye to him. I thought it best that I not ask you if you wanted to go back in a different path, because I thought it was fairly clear that we wanted to pursue this new development. Was
Yes,
I correct?
I think that we should try to figure out exactly where all these ancient dragons are, and see how many of their hedrons they have found. Those ancient artifacts could be falling into the wrong hands, after all.
Yes, yes, that must be dealt with.
And since we
So,
know, that one black dragon was headed towards the capital city, we should probably head to the capital.
sounds like a great idea.
Obviously, we will search any towns that we find on the way there and try to see if any of them have seen any strange creatures around. Because maybe each of the little hedron things spawns some sort of creature with them, sort of like that black one spawned zombies, you know?
Yes, yes.
But I do believe that I'm fully prepared to leave. I have everything from the honey hut I could ever want. Besides the deed, of course.
I see. Okay. Well, if that's the case,
Martin, is there a farmer nearby?
There would have been one watching as you do your druid craft, not like trying to get in your way or anything like that.
I would like to go up to him and say, well, this should be a really good start to your harvest this year. I'll allow you guys to finish up the rest of your things. I don't want to do all your work for you. Otherwise, you'll become lazy. I can't have that.
Oh, why yes, Nietzsche. Thank you so much. Don't worry about those, uh, city folk, we'll say. They get a little bit uppity when they don't get their sleep. Can't wake up early, you know.
Exactly, I know the feeling. Well, we're going to be leaving for quite a while.
Warkar
Hopefully we come
burps.
back.
Warkar burps loudly in the distance.
Is that your friend?
Yes, he's a new friend. I met him on the sea.
Warkar burps even more loudly. It's really quite a.
Wow, he's really
Roll
loud, isn't he?
performance.
He pretends like it didn't even happen.
Roll. I didn't see roll.
Oh, what do I need to roll?
Performance.
While he does that, I'll be right back. I'll do a thing for Ingrid.
Okay. This is gonna be the single most useless nat 20 you ever rolled.
I had a feeling. This would be the one time I would nat.
I'm back.
As you're talking to this farmer, you hear what almost sounds like an actual dragon roar come from Warkar. It's a very impressive series of 2 burps. You're not entirely sure where he found all of this gas. There may be some kind of a leak in the ground that he's siphoning from, or something like that. But whatever he did was impressive.
I almost used thaumaturgy to make my voice laugh, but I decided against it.
Wow, that was mighty impressive. Did you see a dragon by chance?
Wow. Wow, that was sure something. I'm just gonna go work on the other field.
Very well. Well, you guys have a wonderful harvest, and if we don't ever see each other again, I wish you many pleasantries in the future. Goodbye.
Fare thee well, nature. And you, strange, loud dragonborn.
Yes, bye. Excuse me.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do now?
Not that I know of. I believe Warkar was meant to also procure us a way to get there faster than just walking. Did he do that?
Whoops. Wait, I thought we couldn't get there by boat.
Well, we can't, but I'm sure they got stables and horses. I guess before we leave, I will... Actually, I can transform into CR2 creatures now with wild shape.
Yeah, that's right. Does that include horses?
Yeah, anything that's CR2 or lower and doesn't have a fly speed, I can transform into.
Oh, word.
Well, Warcar, as long as you don't.
How long
make-
can you hold that for?
I think it's 2 hours per cast. I'll check.
Okay, okay. Uh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right. Um. Anything else in particular?
Half my druid level rounded down, so we're level 4.
Yeah.
So I can do it.
thought
I can do it for 4 hours a day, and I
Per
had
day.
2 casts. Yeah. Well,
4 hours.
Warcar, it would be much easier if we procured a couple horses. Otherwise, we could try to walk the journey.
Okay, well, I'm not certain how we are on funds. If you are comfortable trying to procure some horses or some sort of transport, we can try to do that. I was fine with walking, though that's slower, more economical. I will. Well, there are 2 of us, so let us. So, what do you think, Nietzsche?
Well, the only issue I think would be I don't know if a horse can carry me.
Yes, I have similar concerns. So,
Well, then in that case, we can just walk.
sounds good. And,
Well,
let's.
where
Yep.
is the stable master? We can discuss a cart maybe.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So roll. I don't actually roll anything. So you look around and you notice that there is actually a stable master about here. You've been walking by him this entire time.
Oh, look, how convenient. He's right by the gate. Let's go. I would approach the stable master and I would like to speak to him. Hello, do you sell horses and
Ah!
carts?
Well, what do you think you see here? These are horses and, yeah, one currently unused cart. I assume you're going to do some, long distance travel then.
Correct, we're trying to procure passage to the capital.
Ah, the capital. Might I? Well, there are a number of merchants that go to the capital. They're even headed by guards if you want some protection just on the way. Or you could be the protection.
Ooh,
Uh,
Warcar, would you like to earn some extra coin on the way? That's a terrific
Let's,
idea.
yeah, let's do a protections racket. Let's do this. I'm totally up on that.
Very good. Sir, thank you for your time, but you just lost our business. Goodbye. And I walk
Sorry
away.
to the Rama.
It's fine, nature.
All
You're
right.
a good dude. I'll remember you in my prayers. Who sounded like partying dudes who are totally.
You notice that he doesn't seem to actually be lacking in business. The few horses and the one cart he had were just, that's it.
Okay, gotcha. Well, what I would like to do then is start to set out on our journey along the road towards the capital. And while we're on that journey, look for any caravans or carts or people that have, I guess, room for 2 heavyweight champions of the WWE.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Well, Walker, shall we say goodbye to Holden Harbor for a while?
Yes, goodbye to this town full of people who will woke up in the middle of the night with almost zombies. Lots of zombies. Bye, everybody.
Okay.
I know they don't hear me. I just said that.
Yeah, really, no one hears you.
It's symbolic. I understand. We can go. It's very fun.
As we're leaving, I cast Druidcraft to see what the weather's like. Alexa, what's the weather?
The weather is mildly sunny, with a chance of clouds.
Ooh, I
fucking
love
know, dude.
clouds.
It's you don't see very many clouds in the sky. Druidcraft allows you to know that it's not about time for there to be rain necessarily, and toward the northwest, you will not find much rain in the coming does it give you a specific amount of time it goes for that?
It should just be like here. Harmless. It will tell me the low or predicts the weather for the next 24 hours. So it's like pretty much just
Okay.
one round, 6
For the day.
seconds. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. With your Druidcraft, you would know that for at least the next 24 hours, you will not have any sort of hazardous weather that you would need to prepare for or anything like that.
Look, no tsunamis. Let's be on our way.
Okay.
All right. Well, as we're walking, yeah, I'll keep my eye out for any caravans or traveling merchants that have room for us.
I wonder why Bill joined the Discord for no reason.
Well, he probably saw us all in here, thought we were just
Oh.
talking, and wanted to join in, but then realized we were actually playing.
It's like, oh yeah, that's right. I guess he might not know. So you get going on. Oh, that's gonna be way too loud.
It's not loud for me.
There we go. You get going onto the northeast, not east, west, northwest. On your first, let's see, how do I do this? On your first few hours of your trip, you don't really, well, not few hours, but like first hour and a half of your trip, heading north toward Beaconsdale, actually. You don't really notice anyone. Another 30 minutes later, rather, you notice that kind of barren around here. There's life, but there's not much trees, not much in the way. It's very flat. So you're walking. Another hour goes by, and you see a caravan on the east side of the road. Someone is very incompetent and doesn't know how to fix wheels. There is a couple of the wheels are like, how do you say, detached from the cart. The horses are just sort of standing there, doing nothing, waiting. There are there's like two merchanty looking people and two guards that are apparently not being paid to fix caravans.
Okay, easy. I will approach. I want to look as less threatening as I can by being a civilized bear, so I will use my quarterstaff to act as a walking stick as I approach. Hello, travelers. It seems you guys have run into an issue.
Ah yes, hello. We seem to have a problem with our cart here, as you can see.
Yes, I can see. I'm very observant.
The two guards are eyeing you warily at this point. Just like
I hard eye them back. What the hell are they looking at?
one of them switches from eyeing nature warily to eyeing you back warily, aggressively. So,
Do I notice them eyeing us as I'm looking at everybody, trying to get a sense of what the tension is?
yes.
Oh, don't worry, friend. We cause no harm. Actually, we were coming to hopefully exchange our help for your services.
Yeah, you can fix carts then.
Well, not necessarily, but we're strong enough to help, I'm sure. And with the amount of brain power we have here, we should be able to fix this in a jiffy.
Oh boy.
But in exchange for our help, are you heading to the capital?
The capital is not really our endpoint, how you say. We're actually heading for Alistair, which is not too close to capital.
Well, how far away is that from the capital and here? Is there a point where you could probably lift us to and drop us off to make it to where we don't have to walk?
We could probably get you close as Ember Post.
That would work. I know people there, I think. Not sure if they remember me, though.
But past that, our roads will diverge. We will go north and you will go northwest. But mostly west for you.
Yes. Well, Warcar, do you want to help me lift this cart?
Sure. Absolutely. I am all about lifting carts.
Can we take a gauge of, is the wheel completely broke, or did it just like fall off and needs to be replaced on there?
As far as you can tell, the wheel has simply fallen off. Both of the wheels, rather. And the guards are just sort of standing there mucking about because they're lazy good for nothings.
Okay, so we'll do it one at a time. Mr. God, if you could please lend us your strong arms.
On. And he walks up. Where do you want me?
Well, I want you to put the wheel back onto the axle, please.
All right.
All right, Walker, you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go!
And then we'll
Yes,
both
I got
lift.
They lift up the cart and all of its contents, using the power of physics and leverage at your disposal. The guard that's not doing anything just sort of scoffs at the one that you drafted into your services.
Hold on, you're not free from this either. Grab the other wheel, friend.
Fine. The one that was already working scoffs back at that guard. While they're doing this, they're bent down, putting the wheel back on. You notice that they bear the same insignia as those guards that you previously encountered a long time ago. That were stealing the goods from Lucius. So you know that they are part of that they are official Irathil Empire guards.
Alright,
Oh,
while we're all working, I guess I'll be holding up the cart. So, do you gentlemen come from the capital?
No, we kind of just patrol between Ember Post and Beaconsdale. Where have I heard of Hawk and Bear before? Seems familiar.
I don't know, man. They're like a diamond.
Well, I've done a lot of good work in Holden Harbor, and I've been to Ember Post, I think, once. It was very brief.
You have not Ember Post, actually.
Have I not?
I don't think so. I believe that you guys finished with your business with those agents before actually getting there.
Yeah.
I called myself Albie. Continue. Okay.
Yes. Well, we were in Beaconsdale, and we helped a gentleman kill some rats, and then we helped... Well, actually, no. Yeah, we just helped a gentleman kill some rats and stuff. We met some folks that looked like they had the same insignia as you guys, and they were heading to Ember Post, so maybe they told you stories about me.
Oh, hey, I'm connected again. I saw your circle going, but for some reason I couldn't hear you.
Interesting. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so what part did you not hear? Any of it?
Any of it. For like the last 10 seconds, you were just nothing.
Okay. Well, we were in Beaconsdale killing rats for somebody in his basement, and I do believe that I remember meeting some folks that were wearing the same sort of insignia as you were, so maybe that's how you heard about me.
I think some crazy guards were talking about having merchandise stolen. I don't know. But you seem like an okay enough sort, I guess. I remember the people at Holden Harbor talking about a bear, so...
Yeah, some of them speak very highly of me, I believe.
Yeah, most of the peasants. Anyway. And he finishes knocking the wheel into place. There isn't much like holding it onto there, but it rolls now.
If that is the case, is there any way I could possibly use my sling to sort of tie some rope around the end of it to make sure that the wheel doesn't fall off?
Let's see. That's a good question. Yeah, I could conceive of a way that would do that.
Obviously, this is not a permanent fix, friend, but it should help prevent it until we at least get to the next settlement.
Roll an intelligence check.
A 0.
So you managed to weave the rope in and around like the spokes of the wheels, and it looks good to you.
I'm sorry, I zoned out there for a second. This is whatever. Walker throws up his hands and walks away.
Okay.
Not really. Give me a second. Should I address this? I don't know if it's all.
Are you going to like investigate his handicraft? I guess.
No, I mean, like, can I fix it? Do I have the know-how to do that?
What's your background? Urchin?
Sailor.
Sailor? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, what check would it be?
As a sailor, actually, you would know that nature has not tied a knot like anywhere. There's just sort of like we got your circle. That's a wheel, right? And we got spokes and such. He has wrapped the rope like in and around, but there's no knot, so the rope's going to like just sort of fall off eventually. And yeah, you would know how to tie a knot.
Okay, so Warkar goes in and addresses that to make it a little bit more secure.
Thank you, friend. I'm glad you know how to tie knots, because I do not. I have never needed them.
Is no problem. We will work on your dexterity along the way at some point. And by the way, I don't mean this time. I don't feel like doing it today. But at some point, just remind me. The knot is done.
Sorry. So, you have successfully, all right, so shall we be off then?
Yes, please. We will just sit in the back, and we will watch your six.
Very well, very well. These two fellows sort of sit, like, right behind us, so... it's whatever. As
There you
they say.
It will be very cozy.
Very good. As we are, I guess, riding along, I will make sure no one's like following us or anything, and stuff like that. And Bill, this is actually Martin's campaign, like his own world and stuff, not a one shot.
Yeah, he's driving. So as you guys are going, you're riding along. It's a fairly reasonable pace. The horses are quite strong, very used to carrying, pulling along large loads. Aside from the cart, just the wheels falling off because for some reason they attach properly. The cart's holding pretty steady. It's made of a pretty sturdy material. Nice hard wood. Very, very sturdy, strong, such like that. It's about... You ride along, and a few hours later, about, we'll say, 10 at night, they finally decide to stop for camp.
About where on the map would we be?
You would be right here. Well, that's not really an indication of where you would be. It's a line. White dot. Do you see the white dot?
Very, very, like right under the R in harbor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Is it like blending in or something?
It's just super tiny. I'm zoomed in as much
Is
as
it?
I can, yeah.
Okay, I will choose a larger thing. That's
You could just draw a circle about roughly where it is. Well, that works too.
Anyway, you end up there. As everyone's setting up camp, you hear the two guards sort of like arguing, and they're like, I don't want to keep watch. You keep watch. I kept watch last time. No, you keep watch. You're very good at it. I want to keep watch.
I'll go up to these guys and I will sort of diffuse the situation as best I can. Gentlemen, I think that what we could do is the both of you can take first watch, and me and Warcar will take second watch. That way we all get an equal amount of rest.
They look at each other like, well, what does equal mean?
Well, you guys take half of the night watching, and then the other half of the night sleeping, and we do the same thing.
Oh well, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Excuse my friend here. He is not so good with words.
Oh. He is very much excused then.
That's just plain.
Anyway, he said us first.
Correct. And then you can let us know if you saw anything, and if not, then we will just continue the watch, and we will wake you guys up when it is time to move.
Alright. Very well. Sure. Do that. Alright. Yeah, we can do that.
I will be changing my spells around and stuff.
Alright. You can do that. So I'm assuming you are going to go ahead and take your long rest. All right. So you guys set up camp. Are there any particular sleeping arrangements that you guys take up?
Being used to sleeping in nature, I would prefer to just kind of sleep under the open stars as long as it's not raining.
And it is not. It is not raining.
I'll grab some like logs and make a nice little backboard against a tree and take some leaves and stuff to make a nice little bed, just like I would as a bear cub. This reminds me of home.
With the explorer's pack, Warcar would have a bedroll, but no actual tent. The guards have already previously set up their tent, but they will not be using it for the time. If you would like to talk to them.
Hey,
While he talks to him,
Can
we'll use
I
the
u-
bathroom.
Okay.
okay. Hey, you two with the watch and the stuff. Hey, since you're not gonna be using it until we switch, could I use your?
You want to use our tent?
Yes, that is. Yes, could I please do that?
Sure. I see no problem. Go ahead. Yeah,
We'll
just
do
don't do
that.
anything weird.
Other than being okay, yeah, I won't. It's fine. It's whatever. Warkar just walks into the thing, takes his bedroll, throws it out, lumps into it, and goes to sleep as quickly as he possibly can.
All right, so it's about 10-ish right now. There are sounds of like crickets chirping, such like that. There are no real hooting noises, no owls or any birds of such. Being in the middle of where is essentially plains. Every so often, on your way to sleep, you think you hear the rush of rush of water, and being a sailor, it sort of calms you down, helps you go to sleep. Before you would have gone into the tent and sleep, you would have noticed that in the dim light of the campfire, that nature has already fallen asleep, being very, very used to sleeping on grass in the middle of nowhere, being a bear, and are able to a nice long rest. If for some reason you had lowered HP, you can go ahead and restore that. Such and such.
I'm back.
Welcome
Let's
back.
berry before I go to sleep.
As you do. That's not something I was trying to do. Anyway, you get to sleep. About 4 hours later, Warkar hears, hey, wake up. Wake.
Okay, I'm.
It's our ship, friend.
I remember. Let's do this. It's fine. Warkar hurriedly gets up just to keep himself awake.
Alright.
Like a
Take
big
a
blue lump
bedroll with
of
you.
angry. I will keep watch now. It is great. It's fine. I'm seeing all these.
Alright.
I roll
Get
perception.
out of the tent.
Okay, I get outside and I roll perception.
So they both go to sleep. They're fairly tired, or having not slept yet. Text.
I don't see
Oh,
shit.
are we-
Everything's fine.
Are we rolling to see if we see anything?
No, I just did that.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say roll perception yet, but I was eventually going to say roll perception, so I'll let it slide this time.
Let the DM.
By
tell
let
you.
it by let it slide, you mean you're not gonna keep that number, are you?
No, I'm definitely going to keep that number.
Fuck.
That's what happens when you act before the DM tells you.
Nature, go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah. Fine.
Holy shit!
Oh my!
Oh, it's...
Quite lovely.
oh man. It actually happened. The double.
I don't see shit. Everything's fine.
Let's see.
Walker, can you
where did-
even see in the dark?
No, I don't see anything. Everything must be fine.
Steve.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's really funny. I'm very entertained by this.
My connection crap.
Yeah, I noticed that you guys are no longer inside of Roll20 for some reason.
That's weird because you are not in roll 20.
Yeah,
Okay, we're back.
that's what I assumed. So you, so I don't actually have a flat area map right now, but we're just gonna pretend this is a flat area map. So let's click back you over here. So I don't actually show you any other things that I have. Now you guys are here. I must obtain tokens. And that is the map. Great. View to the token layer. Token. While you guys are keeping watch, the fire is still going. The previous two have been able to keep it fairly well with various logs and wood that sticks and such that they found around and various supplies that not like burning goods or anything, but they brought wood with them. Two highest wisdom responses that we could have possibly had in a group, and you both failed horribly.
Very true. Unless I'm trying to sniff everything, and then I excel.
Well, you didn't. You didn't say so, but I don't think that's relevant here. This would be the tent, or one of the tents, and this would be another tent. This would be a fire. So while you guys are keeping watch, nothing seems to go out of horribly wrong. But as you must have assumed by now, something has gone horribly wrong. You wake, the sun comes up, and as these 4 idiots in the tents wake up, there's a muffled scream as sounds like someone has cupped their hands over someone else's mouth.
What was that?
You hear shushing as you see these two fellows, who I will Is this? That's not what I want. You see two banditsy-looking people. They're like very rough around the edges, not much in the way of well-kept clothing. I'm just gonna use those tokens, and they're basically we're just gonna use those tokens. They're basically like, hey there. You see, the deal is, you want your friends here not to get hurt. You'll hand over some money.
Oh my God.
Very well. How much do you want? I have 2 gold.
Do I look like I have any money, asshole?
Both. Roll deception.
What?
Both of you roll deception. So the funny part is, incredibly, while on the d20 you have rolled higher because of your ludicrous wisdom scores. That's not really a thing. They don't believe you for a second. Couple of guys, strange folk wandering around with these merchants. We know you got some money. Come on.
Well, they may have money, but they haven't shown it to us yet.
Hey, where's your money, huh? What about you?
Well, few moments. Our friends here will be done ransacking your caravan here, and you look behind you and say, "Oh, hey, look, people are being of the steely type toward the caravan."
Yeah. Where is our cart, and how far away, and how many folks do we see at it?
So, oh, I know why I did that. Because that didn't matter. So, cart roughly this shape and size. Horses sort of just standing there. The bandits haven't made much of a ruckus per se. They're sort of talking to you, reasonable voices. There's one there. There's one there. And presumably there are at least a couple more in each of the tents. Remembering that there were the 2 merchants and also the 2 guards in the other tent.
I accidentally closed out of roll 20, but I'm back.
Oh, did you hear what I said last time?
Yeah, I'm in Discord.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 4 dudes. 2 of them
That
are
you
at the
can see.
tents. Yeah, and 2 of them are at the cart.
Yes.
Alright, well, as they are doing their thing, I'll look at Warcar and I'll try to whisper to him without the others hearing me. Well,
Roll stealth first. Well, I guess I should roll stealth afterwards, technically, to metagaming, so we'll do that.
okay, yeah, I'll wait and roll it after I say things. I think we can take them.
I agree. Or I should really just nod. But you get the idea.
Hey, now, what are you trying to do? Make some plans or something? You can't take us.
What? Yeah.
We're hardened criminals.
I'm sleepy. I don't want to deal with this threat right now. Bro, please. Don't make me, fully wake up. It's been a whole day. Come on, man. I saw zombies. I saw, relatives. It's been rough. I saw a guy in, stocks and bonds.
Yeah, whatever. You don't care about that.
Oh god, my foot hurts. It's
No.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's kind of asleep. Okay, so are we gonna get this start? Are we gonna start the drop on them yet, or what's happening? I'm literally
Yeah.
stalled.
As he's doing all that, and they're just kind of ransacking.
You're not the ones that should be stalling. They're the ones stealing all of your guys'
Yeah.
shit.
I'm gonna
Well,
cast
not yours, but
Moonbeam on this gentleman.
All right, go ahead. You can go ahead and do that, and I guess if Warkar wants to, he can do something as well.
So am I just going full? Am I going full Dragonborn here? Am I gonna start shitting on some dudes? Are we rolling initiative?
I am allowing you guys a round since you are initiating the combat,
Okay.
and then I'll make you roll initiative.
Okay. So what do I want to do?
Okay. And you cast it at first level?
Level
Second level?
spell.
Oh, well. Okay, so at second level. So he would. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't
Because
count the extra damage.
it was like, yeah, it increases by 10 for each slot level, but I was like, wait a second. Alright, so.
What is he casting?
Moonbeam.
Thanks.
I forget that we have an audience.
Yes.
You have an audience?
Yeah, he was. If you watch the stream, you can see everything going on, Bill.
But he's driving, so.
Discord works a lot faster than the stream.
Warkar!
On my phone, anyway.
Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what I want to kill.
With your stabby.
All right, I do a. All right, so I can just do stuff. Do I have to roll for hitting? Or...
Depends.
Okay, I want to walk up and smash some asshole with my warhammer.
Okay, which one? You have a few options, okay.
Walk up to this guy, smash. Hulk smash.
Alright. So, since it's a Warhammer, Warhammer is what you would call versatile.
Two-handed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The only issue with that is that while you're using the two-handed version, you don't have your shield up. So you actually go down to AC.
That's fine, but I can go back to one-handed afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
theoretically, you would have your shield buckled to you somewhere. And
okay.
Once your next turn begins, I would say that you could have your shield up again.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Go ahead and click the Warhammer two-handed button to roll for the things. That took some kind of loading. Weird. So that one's okay. So a couple of things happen. This guy, he gets hit by Moonbeam. He's like ah, and it's like you can see some singeing hairs. He looks very radiant, but he definitely looks in pain. And this guy, it's very ceremonious. He just sort of backs away, seeing your Warhammer. You're a little bit groggy, a little bit slow. Kind of wish you could just go to sleep again. because I had a very stressful past couple of days, past day or whatever. And with that, we shall roll yield initiative. Perfect. Two.
Hey,
So, oh hey, it's these people. A 16 and a 19, nice.
I almost put my points into Dex because I didn't want to have a negative initiative, but I guess
Go, Brady. Can you go ahead and roll it again, please? I like these other guys set up, just so we can have that's right. These are the old guys. Let me just turn that off real quick.
Things are starting to heat up.
So, Markar, you just missed this guy. He sort of like sidestep, backstepped you. What would you like to do?
try. No,
You spend your turn crying, and they're
No.
kind of just confused.
as well they should be. I did it on purpose. No, seriously. Okay, can I do anything else? Can I actually do anything else? Or is
It's
it like-
that was like
seconds of
basically a
crying.
surprise round, so you can
Oh.
you have a full turn now. You have your action, your bonus action, and
All right.
stuff like that.
So
movement.
I re-equip my shield.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do something else. And it was at this point that Tep forgot what all of his spells did.
Shame.
What level are you guys?
They're level. They are 4th level. We have a cleric and a druid. They have not discussed what kind of subclass or anything that they have, but I'm sure that we will figure that out very quickly. At least in the case of the cleric.
Yeah, storms or whatever.
Yes, obviously.
That one.
You haven't had much of, in the way of, say, actual combats.
It's true, yeah. I don't think we have fought. Like, we almost fought on the pirate ship, but we didn't.
So to set the scene for Bill, right now they are pretty much escorting a couple of merchants alongside these two very incompetent seeming guards. One of them did not know what the word equal meant. The other one seemed a little bit smarter, but also kind of lazy. During the night, they both managed to crit fail their whole perception checks. Both of them. A druid and a cleric. I want you to understand that. And as such, they are being ambushed, sort of, not really, by a few bandits that want to take their stuff. Not their stuff, but like the merchant stuff, as one does, because they're bandits. Warkar is a blue dragonborn, a cleric. He's very talky like this. Very, very tired. Some fucking
Very tired all the goddamn time.
yes.
But also hard because in life he parties quite hard. But in his soul mostly because he's God. Doesn't know about partying. It's all about partying.
And we also have a nature of the bear. He does bear things. He really
I'm
likes
familiar
nature,
with him, actually.
stuff like that. Yes,
He's-
yes, you are.
Appears all over the worlds in the Cosmeres and things.
The well-traveled friend.
He becomes a
Yes.
well-traveled friend.
How old is nature? Couple hundred?
Currently,
At this
he's
point.
17.
Oh, early in nature's travels in this world.
Very recently, nature became a druid through the hands of a druid that he met a while ago. Tep, have you figured out what you're going to do yet? I can only bullshit my way through this for
Right.
so
Oh,
long.
okay, yeah, I figured it out. I can use inflict wounds, right?
Yes,
need-
we're gonna go ahead and say yes to that because I'm assuming that you
I'm a-
would have wanted to prepare that.
Oh, it's prepared. All the stuff's prepared. That's not the problem.
Okay, so basically you just go to your core, and under Warhammer there's inflict wounds somewhere, and you just basically click it. Oh, whew, okay. So, inflict wounds being a touch spell, I believe. Yes. So you try to grab at this guy, and same thing happens. You're a little bit groggy, and
God damn it! I would have destroyed it.
then you aren't able to quite reach him. It doesn't have to do much work to stay away from you, being that you're grabbing him, trying to grab at him instead of swinging at him with Yule Warhammer. And that goes ahead and ends your turn. Unless you want to do like a bonus action thing, which
Well, I can do a bonus action thing.
which kind of you can't really do it right now because that's not a cantrip. But like if you had a bonus action thing to do, this would be the time for you to do it.
Yes, it would be the time. Anyway, so I guess I'm done because I can't think of any bonus actions.
So see.
The end.
Yeah, it is now of a bandit's turn. This guy's gonna walk up to you and go ahead and. Did I
What's
really
up? How's it going?
close up? Stupid. It's not doing. He's gonna walk up to you and he's gonna take out a scimitar and go ahead and try to attack you.
Okay.
He's incredibly he is successful, and
Fucking tired.
you barely notice this guy coming up behind you. He's not like being sneaky or anything, but you're like you're kind of angry at yourself for missing against this guy in front of you twice, and you feel like a tinge of pain on your back, and you take a grand total of 2 damage.
Fucking ow.
That lead up though.
The gentleman starts his turn in that moonbeam, so he'll end up having to do that Constitution save.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, he's dead.
That poor soul.
So he takes the full 15 damage right then and there, and he starts burning up. He doesn't like turn on fire necessarily, but you remember back in the good old days on the ship before you met Warcar, how that reacted. This is more of a less of a fish smell and obviously more closer to something like beef or even chicken.
Smells like you guys taste like chicken. I would like to drool a little bit. I'm a hungry bat.
This guy's gonna go in after Warcar and miss. You're able to. You don't even need to use your shield for this one. You just sort of do the same thing he did and just backstep a little bit, sidestep. That guy sort of looks at his hand. He's like, "Wow, what the?" This guy's gonna walk up towards Nature. Oh, I guess this guy's dead. He's dead. He's gonna walk up towards Nature and try to hit him with the scimitar. What are you? 'Cause I don't remember. Equal means it's successful on an attack.
Yeah,
have
if
the cheat sheet up.
he meets or exceeds my armor class, he hits.
Okay. All right. So he is just barely able to hit you. So while you're over here concentrating on this, so it is concentration, right? Yeah. Okay.
It is, yeah.
He hits you for a grand total of 5 damage. You take roll your Constitution saving throw for DC 10.
And I have advantage on them because I took the Warcaster feat.
Yeah. And you would have needed, and you would have needed it.
Yes.
You are able to keep concentration on your spell. That is going to go ahead and end there. Well, appropriate X to designate that guy is. It is now Nietzsche's turn.
So, do you want me to keep that same 15 for this round of combat? For the damage on Moonbeam? Because I'm going to use
Yes.
my action and I'm going to move my Moonbeam. As I'm moving it, I'll be like, oh, you poor souls, but dinner will be found with your bodies. Nourishment. And I'll just do a sort of Hammer of Dawn kind of effect and just make sure not to hit Warcar with the 60 feet of movement as I just paint the world with their ghostly cylinder of my Moonbeam.
Alright.
Hitting all
Constitution,
three
right?
of them, yeah. Constitution, DC is 15.
Alright. Alright, so Warcar, you see Nietzsche, like, sort of with his bare paws, kind of like waterbendery, moving this pillar of light around. And, you see as each of these bandits, they sort of give out a scream, and as they feel a sudden intense burning pain, as each of them just sort of drop dead.
Oh, wow.
Yay, we did it. No, that's not what I say. That's not what I say. Holy shit, good job.
Is there anything else Nietzsche would like to do?
I would like to look around and see if there's any more bandits that I can see.
Okay. You do remember that there were at least 4-ish, maybe, inside of the tents dealing with your current NPC comrades.
4 bandits in the tent?
Well, there would have to be in order to successfully not have to deal with, like, the 2 guards and successfully deal with the 2 merchants that are in there.
So I'll keep my
as of right now,
Moonbeam.
they're in there.
Yeah, I'll keep my Moonbeam at the entrance of one of the tents, and then I'll use my movement to go on the opposite side. As I'm moving around, I would like to call out to them and speak. Your comrades have seemed to have fallen, and if you know what's good for you, you will drop your weapons and leave this place and everything you've taken from us.
Yeah, what you said.
For the time being, you hear no reaction. Where your Moonbeam is there? Okay.
Yeah, it's at wherever the entrance of the tent would be. That way, if they walk out into it, they take the damage.
Alright.
The
It is
guard
now... Yeah.
I would want it in the merchant hut.
Okay. That's fine. Warcar would be, like, at the back of the merchant hut. So, the front would be... Yeah. Warcar?
Over one more square.
Alright. Anything you would like to do, Warcar?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay, so... Well, I can't really see inside the tent, right?
The merchant
So-
tent you cannot see inside of at all. You might be able to see inside of, like, a tent flap of the guard tent, being that the entrance to that one is actually here.
Okay. All right, so I'll move over there.
Okay.
Hey, what is how's everything going on here? This was really comfy.
So are you like doing anything? Or are you like, gonna look inside or something?
I don't have a target to fuck up yet.
All right, so you're gonna look inside. That doesn't like cost an action. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I'm looking inside.
All right, so you look inside and you see the two somewhat dim-witted guards. They're like in their pajamas. They have no armor on, no weapons, and they're standing up. You can see that each of them has a gag tied around inside of their mouth, and they are tied up with a rope. Behind them are two more bandits of the same sort of variety that you've just so easily dispatched, and they have scimitars to the throats of the guards.
Oh boy.
What are you gonna do now, cleric?
Give me a second, I'll think of something.
Gives you exactly 1 second. Well, I mean, he's not actually gonna do anything because it's not that turn yet, and that's not how combat works.
Alright, so... Ooh, I know what to do. I think I'll use Shatter.
You know what? I want you to understand. Okay, well, I want you to understand that these are 5x5 squares. But yeah, you can use Shatter. I am not going to stop you.
Let me just read it over one more time.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, I might want to do that.
Is this the one where it's only up to two characters? Because if there are four
No.
of them in there...
You have that is AoE.
Okay, fuck.
Which, now that you've said that you're going to use Shatter, I should just hold you to
No,
it.
no.
But I, being a merciful god, will allow you the privilege of looking over your spells again.
What a great king you are, Xerxes.
Well, this is the only time I'm going to do this.
Plugin.
Okay,
The
I
entire
think
campaign.
I want to use Thunder. I think I want to use Thunder Wave because that's
All right.
Is that?
Yeah.
And I can pick, right? I can pick, right?
You're not an evocation wizard, so no.
So you're casting Thunderwave?
Wait, am I? I don't want to kill it.
You have said you're casting Thunderwave, so I'm going to assume that you are in fact casting Thunderwave.
I want to cast. I didn't say I was. I said I want to. I didn't say I. Okay, you're gonna make me cast Thunderwave, aren't you?
Thunderwave is an area of effect spell. You have literally nothing that specifically says that you can choose up to an amount of creatures.
Okay, fuck it. What am I gonna?
And I can't hear tap anymore.
Same.
I have so many spells. I don't know which one to use.
You have. Alright, so you have Sacred Flame, which is one
Good
Yeah.
idea.
single target.
I use Sacred
Attack.
Flame. I use Sacred Flame on the one on the right.
You cast Sacred Flame and go ahead and click your thing. It's somewhere. Alright. Oh, it's a saving throw, okay. Alright, so how's that? Dexterity? Nobody uses dexterity in this game.
He saved. He saved, didn't he?
Oh no, I'm just watching Brady talk.
You're
It's
saying how I feel.
he whoever you try to hit does not save. So he takes the full 5 damage.
Oh boy.
Congratulations. I'm just gonna draw that out. 5, so I can remember. Let's see. He's sort of like shakes it off while he's holding up this guy.
I want you to know I'm not proud of myself. I understand I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
Alright. I know. Monk's a lot easier as far as combat goes. Will that end your turn, Warkar? I would like to, as far as spellcasting goes, since Sacred Flame is a cantrip, you are allowed to use a bonus action spell.
Oh, okay. So
Awesome,
I can use
Bill.
an act-
Glad to have you. You can use a bonus action spell since Sacred Flame is an action cantrip. You have Healing Word as a bonus action spell. And you also have Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action spell.
Okay, I'll use Spiritual Weapon.
What shape would you like your spiritual weapon to take?
Do a surfboard. Catch the waves.
No, I want it to be a large curve. Actually, no. I want it to be a large axe. A large two-hand.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
Axe. I want it to be I can change it later, though, right?
Sure. As you cast this spell, you hear a voice in your head. That's not what I would have chosen. You're not 100% sure it sounds familiar, but
oh my god! Is what he said. Is what Warkar said.
Nature, you hear Warkar screaming, "Oh my god!" for some reason. Yeah, that hits. And I'm assuming you're attacking the same one you just hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Good.
There's like there's like this floating two-handed axe sort of behind where he was. He drops to the ground dead and releases the guard that's currently tied up. He runs out of the tent. And it is now the Manet's turn. Hey! Okay, so first of all, the other Manet that's in there, he's like, hey, look here, I've got hostage. You don't want any of this. He like pushes the scimitar closer.
I met these guys not even yesterday. It has been like 12 hours, my dude. What?
Roll, I guess, persuasion.
Pretty good.
That's a pretty good roll, yeah. Yeah.
I should have Bill's fucking charisma because I do this shit a lot on this character.
Yeah, well, let's see how you like. Well, you know what? Let's see how he likes it. And he basically makes an attack on him, drawing the scimitar across the guy's throat. Well, this is by the way, this is the guy that the kind of dim-witted one with the. The other one ran out. He draws a scimitar across the guy's throat, and he's struggling, and there's a lot of like gargled blood noises happening.
Is he dying?
He's slitting his throat.
I thought that was a pretty good persuasion roll.
He probably rolled really high.
He did roll really high.
Oh shit.
Regardless, in this situation, it wouldn't matter.
Okay,
what
give
you
me a
rolled.
second here.
He's threatened.
Well, I got a couple of spells on me in case he dies, so no, fuck that guy. I'm a
Sorry, in
cleric.
case
I
he
can deal with it.
dies.
I think I have something in case he dies.
You have something in case he's really hurt. You don't have something in case he's literally dead and you have to resurrect him.
Is he okay? So is he?
Yeah, he's dying.
Oh, he's dying though. So haha.
In about 2 seconds, he will be dead. And he's dead. As he finishes slitting his throat and getting a good way through the rest of his throat. This guy's like kind of trembling a bit. The guy that just slit his throat.
Yeah, he lost. Some of him.
Bandits aren't very smart, dude.
Yeah, because I still have Shatter. His like entire being is about to be exploded.
Oh, by the way, when you cast spells, make sure to take down the appropriate spell slot. For example, you have cast Inflict Wounds. I took the privilege of lowering your first level spell slots by 1. Like your slots remaining is now 3. I will, however, allow you to lower your slots remaining for second level spells by 1 to 2.
I did it.
Excellent. So you hear from inside of this tent, "Hey, you take away this funny business now, or we'll kill these 2 merchants. You guys are supposed to be guards, right?"
Actually, no. All we did was help replace their wheel. In fact, these men don't mean really anything to us, so you would be doing us a favor. And we'll still kill you anyway. I'll smile gently, even though I don't have anybody to smile to.
Roll intimidation.
This is getting darker than I expected.
Yeah, it's pretty. The dynamic between characters is getting pretty interesting now, actually.
Nature being neutral says some good shit and then some bad shit to keep it real.
I'm really glad that you're doing fairly well to do a neutral standpoint. Actually, it's very entertaining.
I rolled a 17.
And you're not necessarily like being a dick to your cleric friend here. That doesn't. All right, so they yell back at you like, "You know what? We can just and they are sort of like stuttery, and you still have the moonbeam up, so they're not coming outside."
Until I
you hear
clattering.
like a little bit of like grunting as well, yeah, you just hear a little bit of grunting from someone that sounds like they're gagged, but they don't sound hurt necessarily. And it is now your turn.
So before I do anything, I will speak out to these bandits and I will say, if you would like to be spared, you will place your weapons and all your valuables right by those merchants. I will move my moonbeam and I will allow you guys to run. But the moment I suspect that you guys are here to harm us, I will kill you. And then I will move the moonbeam 1 square behind, and I will approach the tent and open up the flap.
Okay. Warcard, is that the end of your turn?
It is, as I open the flap and look at them.
You do see them. They have not yet had time to do anything yet. They're still. You see one of the merchants. He's on the ground, tied up, gagged. They're both tied up. One of them standing, being held, and the other one's on the ground, having probably been pushed to the ground by the other one. You can see that they're both of the bandits are fairly shaky. Is that your go?
Yeah, I was done.
Okay.
I just want to open the flap, and that way I can observe them putting down their arms.
Okay. I use
Well-
Shatter on the guy on the bandit who killed the guy.
Where are you placing your shatter spell?
Oh yeah, it's pretty big, isn't it?
Where is the center point?
Ooh, yeah, I would have to offset. Actually, just like on the 10th, I'm gonna fuck this entire thing up. Everyone else should be fine.
Where are you putting your center point?
Draw squares once on the G. On the G.
The center of shatter is on the G.
Yeah, that's fine, right?
All right. So here's what's gonna happen.
You know how to
Go ahead
use
and
your
roll
ruler,
damage.
right?
Not.
It's like 15. It's a 15 square, right?
It is.
Oh no, it's not.
15 is a radius spell. These are 5-foot squares.
Ooh, okay. I take
That's
that
why he
back.
was asking you.
It is a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point that must each creature blah blah makes Constitution saving throw 10-foot radius sphere.
I'll just do what I did last time. I'll do a Sacred Flame and a Spiritual Weapon. I can just bludgeon him with my Warhammer. I'll do Sacred Flame and etc. I can do that again.
Yeah, you can do Spiritual Flame as much as you want, dude. Go ahead and roll it. Very nice,
Good.
very nice.
And then I follow it up with Spiritual Weapon. Can I do that again?
But this time it doesn't take a roll because the spell has already been or well, not a roll, but rather you don't have to use that spell slot or
Got it.
since it's already been cast. It's just sort of a bonus action that you can do to have it attacking. All right. First you let your Sacred Flame out, and you see some small leaks of flame spontaneously combust on. How does that even work? I don't know. Anyway, you hit him with your Sacred Flame. It does 2 damage. That's very nice. And then your Spiritual Weapon comes from behind and sort of bats this guy across the side, and he slams like sort of into the side of the tent, crumpled, deep, dead.
Another one bites the dust.
And another one gone, and another one gone. That is it for your bonus action and action. Is there anything else you would like to do during this turn?
Feel sad that I let a guy die by mistake. Oh, is there anything? Oh, also, can I cast another cantrip?
No.
Okay, then I don't do anything. Because after all this is over, I'm gonna use Spare the Dying just so he doesn't become undead. And I can drag his ass somewhere and have him restored.
Oh, the guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
No man left behind, man. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't become undead. Then I'm gonna drag him to somebody who can actually, raid.
He's extremely dead, dude.
But is he dead? But he's mostly dead. That means slightly alive.
No, he's dead.
Well, I'm fucking keeping it. It's my body.
You're gonna keep the body.
Well,
We can get to that in a few seconds.
Yeah,
so-
you guys go.
So, Nietzsche, you see the 2 bandits. They're inside, kind of shaky. They both drop their scimitars and like unbuckle their crossbows. Is it? They're light crossbows from their belts, whatever. And all that stuff drops to the floor. And they're like, all right, you'll let us go, right?
Yes, right this way. And I hold up the tent flap for them and let them.
And they dart.
As they're passing by, I go from a gentle smile to a ferocious-looking stare down at him. I would suggest looking for a new line of work. Otherwise, I'll find you.
They run. They run by you, screaming like little girls. Ah! Essentially.
Okay. Well, if that is all the bandits,
The
I
end
would
of
drop.
combat.
Yeah, I'll drop Moonbeam and proceed to ungag and untie the merchant and make sure they're okay. Did they hurt you guys?
We got a
no.
man down over here.
No, we are fine. We are fine. We're a bit rough, but we appear to be unhurt. Is that one of our guard friends? Not really friends, but
Yes. Well, that's less of a paycheck.
Kind of mercenary, bro. Someone just died right in front. Anyway, so okay, so I cast. We're out of combat. We're done, right?
yes.
Yeah, I cast Spare the Dying.
Sure.
I mean, at the very least, I can make sure he doesn't become undead.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it
It
works.
doesn't do that, but basically nothing happens.
Oh, wait, what? Maybe I'm thinking of a different spell.
You are definitely thinking of a different spell. There's Spare the Dying says you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. Check. Except for the living part. The creature becomes stable, and the spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
I'm definitely thinking of a different spell.
You have probably nothing that you can do in the way of helping dead people.
Since he's completely dead, not making death saves or anything like that, there's probably nothing we can do at 4th level. I don't even think you get revival spell until level 8.
Is there anything in particular that you guys like to do?
After I make
think-
sure the merchants are okay, I will go with Warkar and say, well, we should at least bury him and give him a proper burial. Unless there's something that Susanoo, your god, does differently.
No, we are all going to the same place. Well, it doesn't really matter. I will bury him because that is, make sure the wolves don't take him away.
Very well. I have a shovel. I'll help.
I appreciate.
Oh yeah, that's right. You actually bought a shovel.
I am always prepared for stuff.
Okay, is there a spare shovel that I can use?
Not that I have.
Okay. My merchant friend, do you have any digging implements that I might bury your earth?
We don't really carry around any of sort of manual labor tools.
Fine, I will. Okay, so at the very least, I'll try to help digging, but I don't with my bare hands.
I'll hand him my shovel, and I'll use my claws to help dig.
Okay, we dig.
And as we're digging, I'll look at the merchants. If you guys could get the cart prepared, I think we should head off.
All right, very well. Just one moment before you put all of those bandits into hole.
Oh no,
if you don't mind.
Them two, shit, man. That's not my ball. Wait 1 second. And do I have to bury them too? I mean, this guy I feel bad about. The rest of them, fuck them.
They made terrible decisions, and their bodies can
decompose
terribly too.
I'm just gonna do the one. This is a one whole night, buddy.
Very well. If we're just going to go ahead and take their weapons and
oh yeah, sure.
And the ammunition, if you don't mind.
Also, any money they have, I give that to me. I need it for emotional damages. I inadvertently feel guilty, but money will fix it.
Ugh.
It'll fix it so much. Bro, all this mental anguish. I'm doing this while digging, by the way. All this mental anguish I'm going through. Oh man. I mean, and I'm not even really being paid. Oh, cry, cry. Oh, no. Warkar says the word cry.
okay,
We can
friend.
discuss compensation later.
No,
my
no,
good friend.
I'm just saying, give me all of their shit. This is under the table. I don't want to play tag. It's fine.
You want? Oh, I misunderstood. You want like the bandit stuff?
Yeah, anything that I don't have to carry. Like if they have any raw cash, maybe they hit another score earlier. Who knows? Maybe any small trinkets, anything that can fit in the pocket. Give it to me. Give it to Warkar. Warkar, Flugerfly. Listen to me.
All right. So while they do some good old searching through each of the bandits, and they find, as far as things that you can carry in the pocket, they find about 2 gold and 5 silver and like 13 copper in between all of them.
It all goes to me.
So you get your pittance pay.
Okay, I pocket all of it. I take the 2 gold coins and I put them over the eyes of the dead asshole. That the guard.
We found weird scarlet beetle. It's kind of big. You want it?
I'll
Sure,
take it.
this Breath of the Wild. Okay.
All right. You now have a dead scarlet beetle that is about the size of Warkar's hand.
Big ass beetle.
Well, once we get the cart started, if I could study that for a moment, Warcar, I could probably figure out what it does.
Sure. Cool. Go nuts. You take. Are we done? Are we done digging this hole yet? Are we done?
Yeah,
Burying?
you're fine.
Okay,
You can
so
bury your guy.
Okay, so I put the 2 gold coins on his eyes. I I start, and as a cleric I may be really, but I'm a cleric, but I'm also Warcar, so let's do this.
Okay.
I completely misjudged the situation. This is partly to mostly my fault for having shit eyes to watch with. But I don't take full blame. But also, this guy was probably okay. He didn't eyeball me too bad. I've been eyeballed. I've been through Atlanta. People have looked at me sideways way worse than this dude. Point is, I hope whatever hell he goes to has an exit.
In the
Amen.
middle of his, when he starts trailing off, I start to push dirt onto the body as he's finishing his rites.
All
They
right.
Susanoo find you in the back door of the most baller ass in the best way possible.
All right. So while you guys are doing that, the merchants they made sure to put everything away nice and tidy. The other guard that managed to escape the clutches of certain death has since been untied by by the other merchant that hasn't been doing much. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry that, well, they caught me by surprise.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to point any fingers, but
Don't worry, it's fine. It's totally my bad. I own this. Warkar owns this one. I did my best. Okay, was he a friend of yours or were you just business?
we're like, yes, business associates.
Okay, then let's just fucking go. Jesus Christ.
Very well. Let me just pack up. Seems a little bit shaken. He doesn't seems almost green, so to speak.
Warkar has seen a dragon and like an army of undead at this point, and he has to deal with the fact that he is descended from douchebag dragons who talk to him and his fucking. So, yeah.
I help with the rest of cleaning up after we buried the gentleman, and then Make sure the guard is okay. Was he a close friend of yours?
No.
Perfect.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're assholes. Okay, I don't actually say that. It's fine.
That's good, but hopefully this is a lesson for everybody.
Yeah,
Get going then.
You get going. It's wonderful.
Yeah, go.
I would like to cast Detect Magic as a ritual on this scarab beetle to see if there is any magical presence from it as we hop on the cart and start riding off.
Off into the distance. Alright, so you can do that. You're. Oh, yeah.
Nietzsche
wave your
actually
hands over
just
it.
hums. Jeff does. He goes.
Alright, sure, whatever.
He hums the overture of Ocarina of Time.
Alright. As you're humming your little song and doing your weird hand motions, saying whatever you need to do, you notice absolutely nothing from the beetle. Can you do Detect Magic in the chat, please, so I don't have to look for it? You do sense a faint magical presence coming from the carts. Well, not the cart, but like things inside of the cart.
Like in a bag or something?
Yeah.
Alright, so the beetle, I don't sense anything, but then I turn around and one of the bags has a magical aura.
Something, yeah.
Alright, and both merchants are at the front and they're paying attention to the road, driving away and stuff.
Yep. One of them's talking to the other one that's like the main driver and is talking about some bullshit that you probably don't even care about. It's not like business or anything, just personal stuff.
So what I'll do is I'll be like, so what do you guys trade and sell?
Oh, well, we typically trade anything that looks like it would be good for profits.
Anything you would be able to sell me?
Do you have good cash?
It depends on the item.
Okay. We actually have. You're in luck because we have this quarter staff. We're not really sure what it does, but I noticed that you have a beating stick, as one says.
Correct. May I see this beating stick?
Right.
Also, real quick, I just wanted to say I enjoy your accent. Continue.
Thank you. The other one, not driving, reaches over into the back of the car and he reaches directly for Yule, glowy magical bag looking thing, and he pulls out the Yule beaten stick. It is definitely a beaten stick, and it is definitely magical, as you can still see, unless that's like particularly short time. 10 minutes. All right, you're good. It is definitely a magical beating stick.
Well, while we're moving along the road, can I study it for a bit, and I'll tell you if I'm interested?
Oh yeah, sure. You won't turn on off with it, will you?
No, don't worry. I greatly appreciate what you guys are doing, and I would not like to do that to people.
That's good. All right.
So yeah, if I could identify it over a short rest, if that is possible while we're on the road.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. I assume that then Orkart will be keeping you good watch, just in case.
I don't
Since
know,
he's not
man. I'm
doing
kind of
anything
bad
else.
at that. But then again, we're all bad at that. So yeah, I'll keep watching.
All right. Can you go ahead and roll perception?
Oh boy. Please, I've been doing that a lot recently.
I think
this is
you're
the
the
actual
new
ones in a
You're the
row.
Will Wheaton of our group, dude.
I don't. Anyway. All right. So you can keep watch. Coming up toward a more hellacious area. You're suspect of the hills in the area. You look around, being an eye on the hills across the creek, the river that you have managed to come up close to, you see in the distance this rather homely town. And you don't really see anything. You see maybe like a few guards posted, maybe. You're not really sure. You're still fairly far away. But you don't see anything threatening. No more bandits. Not really sure where the others have run off to. Let's see. Nature, on the other hand, has managed to find has managed to interpret what the quarterstaff does over a short rest, because it said nothing else to do. And I shall whisper it to him. You would recognize that it texts wolves.
I will notice what you were breaking up.
You would be able to discern that it would take effect when there are wolves around.
Oh, okay, cool. I would like to lurk at the merchant then and be like, so, how much would you be willing to sell this quarterstaff for?
And I love GM roll.
Is that a website?
Oh, that's just the command for rolling to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Just bring to the GM as you roll.
Yeah, the dice. Did I make that dice roller for you, or can?
No, that's good. We might sell it for about 120 gold.
I would like to ponder the price. I can't count that high, but it seems a little excessive, especially since we just saved your life. Imagine, you'd be dead, and I would have it for free.
Eh, you make good points, but
I'll give you
merchants
80.
got to. All right. Go ahead and roll persuasion. Make it 85,
Okie dokie.
and you've got yourself a deal.
Can you help me count 85 gold pieces, please?
Sure.
Alright.
Help me, and I will go ahead and deduct that.
So, over the course of the next the next like minute or so, Walker helps you pick out 85 gold pieces from your coin purse and pay the guys. And that's just wonderful, and you now have a rather powerful quarterstaff. Probably not the most powerful quarterstaff you've ever been in contact with. Strong nonetheless. As you approach closer to Beaconsdale, in the meantime, yes, we have found first stop, Beaconsdale. We were planning on stopping here for rest in tavern. If that is all right with our good friends.
Oh, of course.
It is straight whatever, bro.
Yes. So,
Just so you're aware, I don't have much time left, just so you know.
it has been 2 hours, which is the end point anyway. So they go in. They basically drive up to the local inn or tavern. And they entrust the cart to a war car. Yes, please hold horses, literally.
Sorry, what?
They entrust the cart. They literally hand you the reins to the horses as they both walk into this tavern. They're like, oh yes, please hold horses. They walk into the
Okay.
tavern. We will
But
be
only
back
because
after.
Sorry, you go first.
We will be back after obtaining rooms.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Warkar internally is kind of miffed, but then he realizes, well, on the one hand, I'm holding the horses, but on the other hand, I did sort of, by mistake, let a dude die, so this is my small penance of being out here like a goddamn servant. He is still a Dragonborn. He gets kind of haughty sometimes.
Excellent. Anything particular you guys do while you wait in front of this tavern?
I guess I just look out to see if any more guards with that symbol are around this area.
You look around and you don't really see anyone, particularly agents of the crown, so to speak, of Irathil. You do see some towns guards, and across the way you see a very badly drawn picture of a bear on a board.
Oh, I would like to go and investigate that.
All right, so you leave Warcard behind, and you take a quick glance backwards, and you notice that one of the merchants has come back out to retrieve the cart and go park it somewhere reasonable, and talk to some sailor boy, whatever. So you go up to the the sign, and it's fucking horrible, dude. Think your token, but like not. You got just like outlines. The features are very exaggerated. Your little like beard thing is way too damn long.
Do they
And your
think I'm a
ears are-
panda? Kidding, I don't say that.
and your ears are way too damn large.
Is it just a drawing, or is there any
There
text?
is a under it you have common, right?
Yeah.
Under it you see the word wanted for crimes against the empire, bounty 200 gold. Actually, that's wrong.
Interesting.
1,000 gold, actually.
How did they ever
2,000
see me?
gold. Hence the very horrible picture. You also have like little horns.
I feel the top of my head. No horns there.
DM, I would like to do something.
Okay, sure. You're
I
still
used
up with the merchant, or well, you're still there anyway.
I'm still outside, right?
Yeah.
I use thaumaturgy
Okay. To do.
to make my voice loud and booming.
All right.
And I shout at the top of my lungs, I'm bored!
Okay.
This is in character. This is in character.
I get that. Power. Sound. Okay. You yelled that, and one of a few of the people outside look at you. They're taken aback by this display. Nature definitely hears you, and it's like, I don't know what Nature does, but he hears you.
Okay.
And the townspeople like sneer at you. He's like, ugh.
I continue to stand there watching the horses, pretending like nothing happened. Warcart does that.
Yeah, the horses do like a start a little neigh and walk off. All right, see you, Brady. This is in fact the end of the session.
Yeah, just let me know
Yes,
if anything
I'm sorry.
else happens.
Well,
with
they
these
are.
dudes.
Nah, fam, nothing else happens.
Okay, it's
Brady
fine.
just said
They just
you
walk
standing at the
outside.
sword.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well,
And
then,
Do a victory.
Warcart yelling, "I'm bored."
very cool.
then
All right.
There are a little of everywhere, but
Well, in that case, I will catch y'all on the flippity flop.
Nah, as you can see.
All right. I hope everyone had a good time and that you enjoyed yourself. And until next time, peace.